Hello students, today in this video we are going to start a new topic which is quite interesting, and this will help you to make your English effective. In our previous video we have learnt idioms, and here we will see some of very important proverbs. Proverbs are the sayings and the truths which we say, which we can use in our daily lives. So proverbs are the short sayings which expressing some of the truth related to some work. This we can use to tell in our daily life too. So let's see some of very important proverbs. First, let's learn what a proverb is. So proverb is a short saying that expresses a general truth about life or give advice. Sometimes people think that we have to give advice to someone, or we sometimes want to say something to ourselves when we introspect something. So that time also we feel that these are the truth of the life which everyone have to face, right? So there in such conditions we can use these proverbs to make our language beautiful and impressive. So let's see some of the examples of proverbs. You must have seen on many signboards. So it is they used to, like, people nowadays used to drive too fast, so there are some proverbs written on the signboards by the side of the roads. So that is what? Better late than never. Next is haste makes waste, like this. So these two first examples of the proverbs you may see on the roadsides, on the signboards, right? Next example is no pain no gain. Your teacher always says if you will not work hard you will not get good result. So that is what? No pain no gain. Clear? These you study in your Hindi grammar also, and here also in English too, right? So let's see how we have to use these proverbs and what are the meanings of the proverbs, right? This we will do in two parts of So let's come, first 10 today we will do, and next 10 we will do in the next part of the video. So let's see first one. Empty vessels make the most noise. Empty vessels make the most noise means what? The people who are of having little knowledge, they shout, they boast a lot, right? Means the person of with the least knowledge speaks too much, right? He boasts too much about himself. So that's called empty vessels make the most noise. Clear? Second, let's see the exact meaning what you have to write down on your notebook. So this red written words are the proverb, and this black are the meanings of that. You have to write on both and learn both. So empty vessels make the most noise means the least intelligent people are of boasting nature and of talkative nature, right? Next one is where there is a will there is a way. Where there is a will there is a way. When you listen that story, the thirsty crow, the moral you used to write down, and here you write down this, the teacher used to write generally this, where there is a will there is a way. So what you have learnt in that poem, in that story, that the crow, because he was determined, he wanted to, he was firm, he wanted to drink water, so he did many efforts in order to get that water, right? So what is that? If you are determined in your work, you can go to any post or anything, or whatever you want to get, whatever work other people think that that is impossible, but some of the people are able to do that work also, because they are firm, they are determined. So that is what? Where there is a will there is a way. A person who is determined finds his way always. Next is necessity is the mother of inventions. Necessity is the mother of inventions. Now I will give you one example. One show is there on Discovery TV where Bear Grylls Wild versus Man. So how that man survived there, right? Because the conditions are not favorable there wherever he goes, right? But somehow the example of this is how he lit the fire, right? So what is that? There he used to do many tricks, like sometimes with the wood itself he used to burn fire, right, to lit the fire. So that is what necessity is the mother of inventions, means the need for something forces people to find a way of obtaining it. If you are curious, if you are in need to get something, you find a way, right, to get that thing. Next is practice makes a man perfect. Here I would like to say that I remember my maths teacher always here. He used to say practice makes the man perfect. But you know why I remembered this word? Why I remembered this? Because he used to say practice. Practice makes the man perfect always. But actually it is what? Practice makes the man perfect. So it is what? But his concept was right. If you will practice with the maths, then it creates an interest to you people. So that is what practice makes a man perfect. That means doing something repeatedly is the only way to become good at it, become the master of it, right? So that what? Practice makes a man perfect. Now I will want to say you, if you want to be a good speaker, if you want to speak, improve your spoken English, so for that what you have to do? You have to practice for that. Go near the mirror, read the newspaper articles, see the videos, different videos of the having the subtitles and all that, right? So you can achieve your goal there also. So that is what, if you will practice for something, you will be the master of that thing. Clear? So that is practice makes a man perfect. Next, fifth one is all is well that ends well. All is well, Amir Khan used to say. All is well, all is well. So what is that? All is well that ends well means if the thing which you are doing, right, if the end of this, if you are very good towards the end of that, so that is what? All is well that ends well means everything is acceptable as long as the ending is favorable. Sometimes it happen, suppose you arranged one party, right, and people, they enjoyed a lot, everything was very good, whatever the arrangements were, they were very good, right? But towards the end, some people used to create fuss, and in that creating fuss, there will be a quarrel among the people and all that. So what is that? That is not proper ending of your party, right? You have spent a lot of money, lot of energy and all that, but the end of that party was not good. But if the party is not arranged well and something you enjoyed it very much, right, the menu was not good, that's okay. But if everyone enjoyed there, everyone met there, so means one of the thing which towards means all in one, towards the end everything goes smooth. So that is what? All is well that ends well means everything is acceptable as long as the ending is favorable. Clear? So all is well. Next one is sixth, look before you leap. Look before you leap. So look before you leap means always be cautious before doing something very important or big, right? So look before you leap. Next is make hay when the sun shines. Make hay when the sun shines means if you have been given an opportunity, so you have to make that opportunity, you have to do that use of that opportunity very well. That is what? Make hay when the sun shines. means making full use of the given opportunity. That is called make hay when the sun shines. Next one is 8th, too many cooks spoil the broth. You can try this at your home today when your mummy will cook any vegetable or some dish. So you go first and add some salt in that, right? Your mother who will be there, she will add that salt also. Then you ask your father to do some chili or salt there also itself. So what will happen, right? The taste will be the worst one, right? So what is that? If the planning of some work is not done properly and many people are involved in that particular planning, so that is what? That planning is never successful. Clear? So there we can say so many cooks spoil the broth, right? It means plans often fail when many people are involved or work on it. Clear? When many people want to boss the job, so there no one remains the boss, right? Next is 9th one. Every dog has his day. Every dog has his day means what? Nowadays I have seen in the market apna time aayega. What is that? Apna bhi time aayega means what? It is every dog has his day, means every person can have lucky days and favorable outcomes. Situations never remain same. Clear? So that is what? Every dog has his day. Next is beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. If they will be, suppose one beggar comes to your house and you have made some puri and chole type of something, right? And the beggar will say, no, I will not get this, I will eat matar paneer or some rice or something else. So will it look good? No, because the person who is having nothing to eat, if he is getting something and he is demanding for something else which is not available, so that is not a good thing. So it is what? Beggars can't be choosers. It can't be. It is not usually for the beggars. It is for all the peoples who when a person is in a difficult position, he can only take whatever he gets, right? So according to the situation we have to act sometime. So beggars can't be choosers. So this is about your 10 proverbs today. Your work is you have to learn the meanings and you have to write down these proverbs on your notebook, and we will meet with the same topic in our next video too. Till then, goodbye.